A new storm is brewing in the world of marshals, and it's not just the law on Casey's side that's about to be tested. Secrets, danger, and unexpected emotions are colliding as Episode 5 promises to push every character to their limits. Will Casey find a spark of love amid chaos? Can the marshals bring justice without losing themselves? Everything changes when the line between duty and desire starts to blur, and nothing will ever feel safe again. Episode 5 of Marshals begins with a tension that grips the audience from the first moment. Casey and his team are already on high alert after the events of the previous episodes, and the fallout from the helicopter crash still lingers in the air. The stakes are higher than ever as a human trafficking ring comes into focus, and the Marshals must navigate danger that feels more personal than ever. Kayce, who has already proven himself as a loyal protector, now faces challenges that test not only his skill, but his heart. His instincts push him toward justice, yet there is a new, softer edge emerging, hinting that a personal connection could alter the way he approaches his mission. The drama is thick with tension between Kayce and Harry, whose relentless pursuit of proof against the Duttons continues to complicate life for the Marshals. In Episode 5, this tension reaches new heights. Harry, ever determined, searches for a way to undermine Casey's position, but the audience knows this will not be easy. Kayce has the unwavering support of his team, Miles, Belle, and Andrea, each showing that loyalty is more than just a word. It is a bond forged through danger and mutual respect. Andrea's courage, particularly in standing up to Harry in defense of Kayce, signals a shift in her own character arc. She is no longer just an observer, she is deeply intertwined in the dynamics of the team and Casey's personal life. There's a sense that her feelings for Kayce could take a turn, and the possibility of an emotional triangle adds subtle tension to an already charged storyline. Meanwhile, the human trafficking investigation brings an entirely new level of suspense. The team's pursuit of the criminals is relentless, filled with high-stakes maneuvers that showcase not only their professional capabilities, but their moral compass. The danger is palpable, and every decision Kayce makes carries weight. Not just for him, but for everyone he cares about. His tactical brilliance is on full display, but so is his vulnerability. This episode starts to show the audience that Kayce is more than a lawman. He is a man capable of love, empathy, and deep personal reflection. And as he confronts the criminals, there is a quiet tension around his interactions with Dolly, Tom Weaver's daughter, who has been steadily growing closer to him. The show subtly teases the potential for romance, framing it not as a distraction, but as a natural development in the story. The shared history, cultural familiarity, and mutual respect between Kayce and Dolly create an organic bond that seems poised to grow, even amidst chaos. The episode also deepens the emotional stakes with Pete and Maddie. Their father-daughter storyline continues to resonate with heartbreak and the promise of reconciliation. The revelation that Maddie has been unknowingly interacting with her father adds layers of complexity and anticipation. Pete's struggle to navigate his emotions while ensuring he does not disrupt Maddie's world shows a rare vulnerability in a character often defined by resilience. This storyline is a counterbalance to the action-driven plot, providing the audience with moments of raw, human emotion that heighten investment in the episode. The dynamic between them is fragile, and viewers are left wondering whether this emotional bridge can ever be fully crossed without pain. Episode 5 also highlights Kayce's evolving relationship with Thomas, a mentor figure who offers wisdom, guidance, and emotional support. In the wake of John's death, Thomas has become a pillar for Kayce, helping him navigate both professional decisions and personal feelings. Their conversations are layered with meaning, emphasizing trust, respect, and the subtle ways mentors shape the lives of those they guide. The audience can sense that Thomas's counsel might play a crucial role in Kayce's next steps, especially regarding Dolly. The tension between personal desire and professional responsibility is carefully balanced, keeping viewers on edge as they anticipate whether Kayce will follow his heart or adhere strictly to his duties. Throughout the episode, the pacing is relentless yet deliberate. Action sequences interweave seamlessly with character-driven moments, allowing the audience to breathe before plunging back into suspense. Each development feels consequential, whether it is a strategic move against the criminals or an intimate exchange that hints at romantic possibilities. Kayce's inner conflict is highlighted against the backdrop of law enforcement and moral duty, making his choices resonate on multiple levels. This careful interplay between external action and internal reflection is what makes Marshals so compelling. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that Episode 5 is setting the stage for multiple converging arcs: the pursuit of justice against the human traffickers, the tentative steps toward new romantic connections, and the ongoing emotional reconciliation between Pete and Maddie. There's a sense that no decision is without consequence, and every character is about to face situations that will challenge their morality, loyalty, and heart. The tension is carefully calibrated, ensuring that suspense is maintained without overwhelming the audience, and that emotional stakes are just as compelling as physical danger. The episode's narrative also underscores Kayce's unique position as both an enforcer of justice and a man capable of profound empathy. His interactions with Dolly, Andrea, and Thomas reveal a character who is learning to balance duty with desire, loyalty with love, and professional rigor with personal vulnerability. The writing subtly hints that romance and justice do not exist in isolation, but are interconnected forces shaping the story's trajectory. Viewers are drawn into Kayce's world not just through his actions, but through his thoughts, emotions, and the choices he faces in situations where the line between right and wrong is often blurred. Episode 5 doesn't just push Kayce and the Marshals into action, it also challenges them emotionally in ways that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. As the team closes in on the human trafficking group, tension rises with every step. The criminals are clever and ruthless, and the chase sequences show that the Marshals are not just skilled, but also deeply committed to saving lives. Kayce's strategic mind is tested like never before, and each decision carries immense weight. One wrong move could put both his team and the victims in danger. This is more than an action episode. It's a test of loyalty, courage, and resilience. At the same time, the emotional currents run deep. Kayce's growing closeness with Dolly is impossible to ignore. Small gestures, shared glances, and quiet conversations hint at a connection that could develop into something meaningful. The story doesn't rush the romance, but the tension is palpable. Viewers can sense that every interaction between them is building towards something significant. Meanwhile, Andrea's subtle involvement adds another layer of intrigue, raising questions about how the triangle between Kayce, Dolly, and Andrea might evolve. Emotions are tangled, loyalties are tested, and hearts are quietly at risk even as lives are on the line. Pete's journey with Maddie continues to provide a counterpoint to the action. The slow, painful steps toward reconnection are handled with care, showing the long-term impact of separation. Maddie's initial resistance and Pete's quiet struggle create moments of tension that are almost as gripping as the physical threats the Marshals face. This father-daughter storyline reminds viewers that the show is not just about crime and justice, it's about the human connections that give every risk meaning. The emotional stakes are high, and the audience is left wondering whether reconciliation is possible without heartbreak. The episode also emphasizes the role of mentorship and guidance through Thomas. His conversations with Kayce offer both wisdom and reassurance, providing a moral compass amidst the chaos. Through Thomas, the show highlights the importance of support systems, trust, and guidance in shaping decisions. As Kayce weighs his growing feelings for Dolly, Thomas's advice becomes crucial, subtly influencing the path he will take. The interplay of mentorship and romance adds depth to the storyline, showing that every choice Kayce makes is both personal and consequential. By the end of the episode, Episode 5 leaves viewers with a mix of exhilaration and anticipation. The human trafficking investigation reaches a tense peak. Kayce's relationships hint at new beginnings, and unresolved questions about loyalty, love, and family hang in the air. It's an episode that balances heart-pounding action with moments of emotional reflection, keeping viewers fully invested in the outcome. The suspense is carefully maintained, ensuring that every twist and turn carries both physical danger and emotional resonance. In short, Episode 5 of Marshals sets the stage for a thrilling chapter filled with danger, romance, and dramatic revelations. Kayce's world is expanding. His choices are more complicated than ever, and the relationships around him are deepening in unexpected ways. Whether it's facing criminals, navigating personal feelings, or helping others find justice, every character is on a path that will keep audiences glued to the screen. One thing is certain: in this episode, Nothing is simple, no decision is easy, and every moment is charged with suspense and emotion.